TwoAskewPodcast.
Hi.
It's November 18th. We're getting closer to the end of the year. Quicker and quicker, it's sneaking up. I don't know why I say this every year, but it does sneak up on me.
Yeah, well, I feel like all I've done this year is work, and that's about it. My whole life has consisted of working and sleeping. Trying to sleep, but not sleeping, really.
You're horrible at sleeping.
Yeah, I am.
I'm pretty good at sleeping. So
I wish I had your abilities.
there's contempt because I can fall asleep in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you would know. How fast do I fall
Yeah, it's
asleep?
annoying. It's real fucking annoying. And you get mad because, I'll be looking at my phone, but you act like I haven't been trying to do this my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I know when I'm not going to be able to just lay in bed and stare at the wall for 5 minutes and then sleep. Because it's not going to work. I'm just going to be thinking and making myself crazy. So then I go on my phone until I feel tired, which is usually like an hour and a half later or more, depending.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I was not tired until, I still wasn't tired, but then I realized that you had fallen asleep on the bed. And I thought you had been watching videos. I was like, fuck, it's 1:30 a.m. I should go lay down. So then I laid down. You were playing
Sims.
Yeah, I was playing Sims.
Yeah, running another life.
Yeah. I have about 7 children so far, and my oldest child is now having his first.
I walk by and I just glance at the family. When she's playing Sims, I see what's going on, and there's kids everywhere.
I have a lot of birthday parties. I feel like every time you look, I'm having another birthday party.
Yeah, for real. As soon as I ask if any of them are old enough to get kicked out of the house yet, they get kicked out. Yeah, that one's gone. And then there's
now
a baby.
I have new babies.
Yeah. They're all wearing
The Sims
hand-me-downs.
is fun, all right? It's really fun. When you can't control your own life, at least you can control theirs. Sad, but true.
There's 7 generations of hand-me-down clothes in that Sims family you're running.
Yeah, well,
They've all worn the same pair of jeans.
It's kind of amazing because I came in with no money or whatever money that they give you in the beginning is like $20,000, which is amazing. I would love $20,000.
Just to start life?
Just to start life.
Yeah.
$20,000.
That'd be great. Here's your high school diploma.
But in Sims World,
here's $20,000.
That doesn't go far in Sims World. But just from gardening alone, I have made so much money.
Gardening is your job in that?
Are pure gold.
You're gardening for a living in that
game?
Well,
the mom, I'm doing a challenge, so the mom isn't allowed to work. It's very sexist.
Oh, you're doing the 1950s challenge.
Yeah. So mom isn't allowed to work, but she can.
Is it in the Constitution that she can't work, or she just chooses not to?
It's part of the rules. I don't know.
Or does that come when you have 7 children in the same house? How could you possibly have both parents?
She gardens and pops out babies until she dies. That's
so
her
sad.
role.
That is so sad.
It's the life of a sim.
Gardening and making babies.
Yeah.
7 of them.
It's fun, and I'm very sad I don't have Sims pets right now. So if you want to give me $40, that would be great.
I can't believe it's $40 to add a digital dog into The Sims.
You know, there's a lot of customization in the Sims pets.
Oh, you can have a pink dog?
Yeah, you could. If you
wanted. That's worth it. Yeah, actually $40, yeah.
There's lots of breeds to pick from, and there's cats too, but I really don't care. I just care about the dogs.
What's it called? The Pets DLC?
I don't know, cats and dogs or something.
Okay, the Cats and Dogs DLC in real life is cheaper than $40.
It depends.
You go to the pound and get a $20 dog.
It depends on what kind of dog you get.
Might be a little messed up. A $20 dog out of the pound, probably seen for some rough life.
We adopted Bella, and she cost us like $400.
Yeah, because of the law, they had to spay her before we can get them.
Yeah, and like all the vaccinations they did, and.
Or you can do it how we got our dog Cooper off of Facebook.
Yeah, he was $40 actually, literally $40.
No, he was $30. But when we paid $2.20s, they didn't have change. So I was like, just keep it. $40 for this dog.
Yeah.
I guess it's a bargain.
That's why he's so dumb.
It makes sense.
We get what you pay for.
He is definitely a $30 dog.
Yeah.
With a $10 tip.
He's very loyal.
Yeah, because he's a dog.
Heart. He has a big heart.
Yeah, because he's a dog. That's just a dog thing.
Bella doesn't love that much. She would betray us in an instant.
No. Yeah,
As soon as we die, she's gone.
She's selling our stuff.
Yeah.
She has a yard sale of our stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, that's been going on in our life.
Yes.
How are you guys? What's up? Are you prepared for Thanksgiving? We decided we are cooking a turkey. We
Yep.
got all our shit this weekend.
This is our first year doing it ourselves.
Yeah. Should be interesting.
I feel like there's so much pressure. It's really complicated to cook a turkey right.
Well, I'm happy
Sounds like
because, like, we're not inviting people over or anything. So it's just going to be us. So if I fuck it up, at least it's just I fucked it up with you.
Yeah.
I don't have to
At least
feel...
you're only fucking up my Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I fall on that grenade.
I don't...
It's just my Thanksgiving that's ruined.
I don't feel as much pressure to be, Martha Stewart or something.
The Stewart. You don't want to be Martha Stewart. She went to jail.
She's a badass.
She is a badass.
I would love to be Martha Stewart.
Her and Snoop Dogg are like best friends.
Yeah, cooks, smokes weed, went to jail.
For taxes.
Making that money. Selling pots and pans.
Another thing, like I say, like the end of the year is sneaking up on us. But it's also because we have tickets to the Eagles game on December 10th.
Yeah.
They're playing the Rams here in LA, so
Yeah.
we do the 2-hour drive or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Got to figure out how to get there to play the Rams when they play the Rams. So it's pretty cool.
So you've just been looking forward to that all year. Literally.
Yeah, but it was so far away. Like we got them way in advance, so they were cheaper.
Yeah.
We got them a long time ago.
We didn't even know that Eagles were gonna be good when we bought it.
Yeah, and they're having a really good season, and
yeah.
I didn't know the Rams were gonna be really good.
Yeah, should be an interesting game.
So it's actually gonna be a really important game because it's like at the end of the season, and both teams will need a win. So it's actually turned out. I thought it was gonna be a throwaway game because last year the Rams were terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
They were bad, and they fired their coach, and then they have this new coach.
We've been terrible for a long time.
Yeah, last year when the Eagles went 7-9, it was mediocre.
Yeah. This year we're doing good.
Yeah, so it's actually turned out to be a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
Speaking of football, you know what the CTE is, right?
Yeah.
The brain damage thing.
Explain it to our listeners if they don't know.
Yeah, if you don't watch football, which is...
Well, any sport really, like, high impact, you still get CTE. Like, even
Boxers
UFC.
get CTE.
Yeah.
UFC.
You're getting head trauma. Hard.
It's head trauma. Basically, it's head trauma. You're using your head as a weapon in football, and you're ending up with...
You're damaging your brain and, like, chemically imbalancing things, and...
Yeah.
And
it's
messed up, honestly.
It's a big problem for the NFL, too, because they're going to get sued from past players and future players, because they're going to end up with
How
this
long do you
disease.
think the NFL is going to stick around? If they can't fix that. Honestly.
I don't know.
How do you fix that?
You have to have you better come up with some really good health care.
Oh, no.
That's all they could do.
Yeah, they have helmets on and everything, but how much more can you pad yourself?
Well, it's in a weird point in this CTE discussion because the NFL doesn't even want to acknowledge that it's a thing.
Yeah.
And then because obviously it's going to cost them. They don't want to admit that the sport they run is hurting players. And then but all the players that are playing football this Sunday, they all know that CTE is a thing now. It's pretty obvious that you end up being brain damaged from playing the sport. So they still do it because they're all millionaires. On Sunday, those are a bunch of millionaires playing football.
Yeah, it's kind of...
They say, how much is a check? I'll play.
53 million? Well, I guess it's worth it.
But anyway, I brought that up because, you remember Aaron Hernandez? Mm-hmm. He was the Patriots tight end. Yeah. Who murdered somebody and went to jail.
Yeah, he killed himself in...
He killed himself in jail.
Yeah.
It's a year later. So they did an autopsy on him now that he's dead. Mm-hmm. Part of the what makes it hard to even discuss the CTE thing with in current context is when somebody's alive, it's very hard to diagnose.
Yeah.
So
you gotta open the fucking brain up to even see anything.
So they did that with Aaron Hernandez, and I'll just read you an article. This is on the New York Times. The brain scan came as a surprise even to researchers who for years have been studying the relationship between brain disease and the deaths of professional football players. Aaron Hernandez, the former Patriots tight end and a convicted murderer, was 27 when he committed suicide in April. A post-death examination of his brain showed he had such a severe form of CTE that the damage was akin to that of players well into their 60s.
Wow. Holy crap.
So,
see, this is the kind of stuff that makes me, like, if we ever decide to have children, I don't really know if I would want to put our son in football anymore. Yeah. Or, like, I don't know, that seems, because it starts when you're in, middle school or whatever. You're still tackling each other, your little tiny brain is getting rocked.
Rocking around.
Yeah. So, I don't know, it's very...
Yeah, it's definitely parents are looking at it different generations as it goes on.
Yeah.
Like parents in the 80s, 90s, they didn't think about that because they didn't know.
Wait, it wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't. Well, I'm sure it's not that hard to figure out that it's probably not good for your head that you're. I mean, they're getting concussed.
Yeah.
But the CTE wasn't a thing 10 years ago.
Well, nobody seemed to care about mental health before, so.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But then there was that other football player who committed suicide and wrote like a note that said to donate his body to the research for that.
Yeah, he was a San Diego Charger. His name was Junior Seau.
Yeah.
He was a linebacker.
Yeah.
And he committed suicide. Yeah.
Wasn't he like one of the first people? Maybe not. I don't know. But
he was. Well, he should have been.
In San Diego, at least, it was a big.
He should have been one of the first ones because this is all relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in his suicide note he wrote to donate his brain to research.
Yeah.
So,
sad
but it's kind of crazy. The defense, like his lawyers that would defend him in trial, they would have loved to have that piece of information because that's kind of like pleading insane or whatever, like they do in trials. Like sometimes murderers get away; they plead insane, and somehow the punishment, like they don't go to jail. They go to a mental hospital or whatever instead of jail. Yeah. If they say,
I don't know if I would count him as insane though. Like
but you don't think
unstable,
they're
yeah, they probably would have brought it up.
But the lawyers would have been like, "Oh, by the way, our 27-year-old client has
60-year-old
signs of CTE from that people played generations."
Yeah.
They would definitely use that.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's I heard that would apply to O.J. Simpson too because he was a football player.
Yeah, that's true.
They would have used that in his defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge problem.
But to use that as a defense, you have to admit that you did it, which he never did.
If you're going to go into football, be a kicker.
Yeah.
You rarely get hit when you're a kicker.
That's true. They rarely get hit.
Yeah,
Last year, one guy got kicked to the face. I don't know if you ever saw
every
it.
once in a while, you're going to take a hit.
Yeah. Because you're the last guy. You're the one taking a hit when someone returns a punt because you're the slowest guy on the team that runs to go tackle. So if they get to you, it's because they've passed everybody else.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for them because
they're so tiny usually.
They're smaller. Usually kickers are smaller and they don't have to be built muscular. They just have to be flexible. I mean, their legs have to be strong and they have to be super flexible. Yeah, they practically
do the splits when they kick sometimes.
Yeah, I think kickers probably work out for the NFL by doing yoga.
Probably do like gymnastics.
Yeah, something. So when, 250-pound running backs that are super fast and muscular, they're returning a punt right at them.
That's terrifying.
There's only so much they can do.
You know how in The Lion King...
oh my god! How are you going to turn this into Lion King? Wow, I'm impressed. It hasn't even happened yet.
You know how when Simba is a little baby and Scar brings him out into the middle of nowhere and then he sees all the bisons running at him down the hill? That's a kicker when he's getting tackled. All the bisons or whatever, or wildebeest, whatever it was.
Yeah, bison,
fucking mauling him.
They just run him over.
Yeah.
I feel bad. It's fun to watch because they usually don't make the tackle.
Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious. Yeah. Or they get stiff-armed to the ground. But they're just smaller.
They're little baby Simba.
Yeah. In front of the wildebeest.
Yeah. water buffalo. I don't know what the fuck they were. Big, burly things.
But the thing about, okay, these millionaires that are playing football and they're risking CTE and all this stuff and broken arms and all sorts of stuff that can happen to you in football, they don't seem to actually care.
Well, they're making money.
No, but what happens, like, someone scores a touchdown, what does the team do to go celebrate? They smack each other in the head.
This is because men are stupid.
Oh, okay. It's true. I mean, they know, all these players know that CTE is a thing now.
Yeah.
Like, they tackle differently now to keep their head out of the, like, they have their head to the side if they can, because they know that this is happening. But every time they celebrate, they go punch each other in the head. They headbutt.
Yeah,
there's a video of Tom Brady. Every time there's highlights of him, it's like young in his career. Tom Brady goes crazy before games. He's actually
He's
like,
probably on
he's
cocaine.
a lunatic. He's got mental issues. He's a lunatic. But he grabs people and just headbutts, slams his face mask in it. He's getting CTE.
He's for sure got CTE.
Tom Brady definitely has CTE because that's how he celebrates.
Well, that just reminds me, like, of UFC, like, or, you know, boxers in general or things like that. People have died before.
Yeah.
In those rounds.
Yeah.
They still do it.
They
still do it.
For much less money than the NFL, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is the thing over all of human time, because we used to fight in coliseums.
Yeah.
So, and
To the
people
death.
would watch, you know, and it's just, we are savage beasts.
maybe football isn't that bad.
Yeah, we don't bring in lions anymore, or
we're not giving Tom Brady a sword and a shield
yeah,
and say, like, hey,
fight to the death.
We told you you're going to play the Cincinnati Bengals. We're talking about a real Bengal.
Yeah, a real Bengal.
There's 3 Bengals coming at you. He'd probably win because he's crazy. He'd cut the first one's head off. He'd knock the other one out with one shield.
He's got
and then
great aim.
He'd grab the third tiger, and smash his head. He'd headbutt the tiger to death because that's what he does to his teammates.
He should be like an archer, though, because his aim is
that's true, yeah.
perfect.
I bet you Tom Brady could kill somebody with just rocks.
Just throwing a rock.
Yeah, just accurate.
Yeah.
Just accurately and fast. Hit somebody in the temple. He doesn't
Knock
need a
him
bow.
out. Yeah.
He just grabbed rocks and shit. Kill people with it.
That's messed up. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a human thing, which is really weird.
Do you think... But they can celebrate. They can easily change how they celebrate. They don't go look
high
around...
High fives, you know.
Yeah, what happened to high fives?
Slap on the butt.
Yeah, they love slapping each other's ass. Go back to that.
Headbutting.
Because when I see you guys headbutting each other, I just go, brain damage.
It's the adrenaline and the testosterone and the
I know, but I mean,
human condition.
Like you said, the high five.
Yeah, that's enough. You know,
Get away with the high
great
five.
job, dude.
Congrats. Handshake.
Yeah.
Something. Fist bump. I mean, it's not the 90s, but fist bumps.
If people still do fist bumps.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like they could celebrate differently.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Um,
Any other recent news?
well, kind of. I listened to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the reason we're making a podcast at all.
Yeah, I listen to him all the time at work.
And you remember he had a scientist on recently, the mushroom guy.
Yeah.
He literally was wearing
a mushroom hat.
A mushroom hat.
Yeah, it was made out of mushrooms, but it looked like a normal hat.
Yeah.
I would have not thought, what the fuck is that guy wearing a mushroom for?
Yeah. He looks like the hunter that comes out of Jumanji.
Yeah,
he does. That's hunting Robin
Safari
Williams.
Guy, yeah.
The hunter hunting Robin Williams. He has that hat shape as like, I don't know, explorer. It looks like you should be in Africa.
A safari, yeah.
But it's a mushroom, literally a mushroom hat,
Yeah.
and it looks, I don't know, it's
Do you
crazy.
think he can wash it?
He has to, right? Or you think
He probably
it's
doesn't
dead.
like get dirty in it though.
You think it disintegrates into nothing? Because it's a
what
plant.
if you got lost?
Huh?
Could you eat your hat? You could probably eat it.
Yeah.
What if it's a poisonous hat? Mushroom.
You think he'd have it on top of his head?
That'd be pretty badass. What if you get in a fight with someone and then you just cut them with your hat?
Mushroom hat?
Dead. Poisonous mushroom hat cut.
Yeah.
You're dead.
But if it was a poisonous mushroom, you think he'd come home one day, take his hat off, and all his hair falls out?
Oh, no.
He's bald? Oh, shit. Anyway, they were talking about something on there. We're talking about the guest on Joe Rogan Experience. He's a mushroom freak. He knows all sorts of crazy shit, and it's kind of hard to... Anybody who's that smart and specializes in a field of something, sometimes they're so smart and they know so much about what they're talking about that it's hard to keep track. It's hard to...
Yeah, because you don't know, like, the simple things that he knows.
Yeah. He just goes... I mean, it's kind of... Sometimes he kind of loses you, but one thing they were talking about was the biggest living organism. What do you think the biggest living organism is on the planet?
Organism? Tree? I don't know. What organism?
That's a good guess because giant redwood tree is one of them.
They're huge.
But it is a fungus colony that's over 2 miles across. Is
That's disgusting.
the biggest living organism.
Why do we keep it around?
So,
what does it do? I mean, I guess fungus is pretty important.
Yeah, it's very important.
The forests and whatever.
You want to get freaked out about how important mushrooms are? Listen to that podcast we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because he goes over shit that scares the hell out of me. But
well, it reminds me of we were watching a show that had Chernobyl on it, and you said that there's, the radiation causes no mushrooms to grow, which means it's not eating the stuff that
leaves.
Falls on the ground, so all the leaves are stacking up, which I thought was interesting.
That one, that was kind of crazy.
So mushrooms are pretty important. I like portobello mushrooms. They're good.
Some people trip on mushrooms. I put them on spaghetti.
On spaghetti?
They're in spaghetti sauce.
Actually, yeah, spaghetti with mushrooms.
They put mushrooms in sauce.
Yeah, it is good. It's not a crazy thing to say. I don't know why I was surprised. I want spaghetti now.
So I'll just read this. It's pretty interesting. I'll just read this article on bbcearth.com. Mm-hmm. Italian chef Antonio Carluccio, sure that's being said wrong, says it is delicious with spaghetti and red chili, what I say. But to gardeners, it is a menace that threatens their hedges, roses, and rhododendrons, which I think that's a flower.
It's a menace? Why don't you just cut it up and eat it then, if you can eat it?
The parasitic and apparently tasty honey fungus not only divides opinions, it is also widely seen as the largest living organism on Earth. More precisely, a specific honey fungus measuring 2.4 miles across in the Blue Mountains in Oregon is thought to be the largest living organism on Earth.
It's in Oregon? I thought it was going to be somewhere weird.
No, it's
like the Amazon or something.
Right up the street. We drove through Oregon, probably past it.
Probably breathed in fungus spores.
Yeah. Several species of fungi belong to the Armorelia genus, sure that's wrong, which is popularly known as honey fungus. They colonize and kill a variety of trees and woody plants.
Oh, I don't want them killing trees.
Yeah, they kill trees. They're a tree parasite. The large clumps of yellow-brown mushrooms that appear above ground are the fruiting bodies of a much larger organism. They consist mainly of black, bootlace-like rhizomorphs that spread out below the surface in search of new hosts. So they're like underground a little bit, these mushrooms.
This sounds like the beginning of The Last of Us.
Yeah, the video game.
The mushrooms take over and corrupt people.
You want to get freaked out by fungus, you play the game The Last of Us.
Yeah, play The Last of Us.
Which is, by the way, one of the best games.
Yeah, just in general, play it.
Yeah.
Because it's so good.
If you have a PlayStation, you should be playing The Last of Us.
For real, that's such a good game.
Yeah.
But also freaky.
Yeah, and it revolves around how fungus...
how real fungus.
Yeah, based on a real one.
Yeah. Anyway.
However, it is only in recent years that scientists have discovered quite how large these can get. In 1998, a team from the U.S. Forest Service set out to investigate the cause of large tree die-offs in the Malheur National Forest in East Oregon. They identified affected areas in aerial photographs and collected root samples from 112 dead and dying trees, mostly firs. Tests showed all but 4 of the trees had been infected with the honey fungus. When mycelia from genetically identical honey fungus meet, they confuse to form one individual. The researchers harnessed this ability, growing fungi samples in pairs in petri dishes. By observing which ones fused and which ones rejected each other, they found that 61 of the trees had been struck down by the same colony. Individuals with identical genetic makeup that all originated from one organism.
If it's such a menace, why don't we exterminate it?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it's killing trees.
If we can eat it,
yeah, it says it's
even
tasty.
better.
Yeah, it says it's tasty.
Go feed, hungry people. Why are we letting it destroy trees?
I don't know. I mean, it's 2 miles. It is literally 2.4 miles wide. Is this fungus that all come from one organism that are genetically identical?
That's disgusting, honestly.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't understand why. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, okay? Maybe there's a reason we keep it. Or maybe just take out half of it.
Well, how do you kill 2 miles of fungus?
Eat it.
Eat 2 miles of fungus.
There's many hungry people out there. They can eat fungus.
Give them the GPS coordinates. Here.
Hand
them a business card that has the GPS coordinates on it, the coordinates, and say, there's 2
this.
miles of food here.
The Americans in general are very picky about what we eat, like how it looks. So if it looks gross, we're not going to eat it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't eat 2 miles of fungus.
No. Well,
it's called the honey fungus, so maybe
does it
why
taste
would they call
like
it
honey,
that?
or does it look like golden or something?
Sounds like a trap to me.
They're trying to kill off the stupid people who go and eat it.
It's actually poisonous.
Yeah.
That's how they're trying to get rid of it.
It's a honey trap. Oh my god.
Damn, conspiracy. Confirmed.
We figured it out, folks.
Yeah. And then this is the year of the dying musician. Malcolm Young, AC/DC guitarist and co-founder, died today, 64 years old. Not that old.
I feel 64. Like more people died last year. Why is this the year?
I don't know. Chris Cornell.
Who said this? I know.
Chester Bennington. I said this because just how many we... What was it? Prince this year?
Too. Yeah.
What was David Bowie?
Yeah.
Chester Bennington. Tom Petty. Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Chris Cornell.
Shit, yeah.
Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. All the rockers.
Musicians, yeah.
We need to protect Paul McCartney. Please protect Paul McCartney because
so old.
I'm gonna Google how old Paul McCartney is.
No, we need to protect Dave Grohl.
He's in his 40s though.
Yeah, you never know. Chester Bennington was in his 40s.
Yeah, but he killed himself.
You never know.
I don't think.
That's what I said.
Okay, yeah. Go protect Dave Grohl too. You should do that.
He's an angel.
But Paul McCartney is 75 years old.
Well, it's his time. I'm just kidding.
It's his time.
He's lived a good life, all right?
Mick Jagger is 74.
He looks like he's 90 years old.
He does look... Yeah.
He looks...
Paul McCartney, well, he looks pretty old now.
He looks old, but
I feel like...
Jagger...
I feel like in his 50s, he didn't look that bad. But Mick Jagger...
I feel like there's a certain point in age you just suddenly look decrepit.
Mick Jagger looks like a vegetarian.
What?
He looks like
a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Is he skinny?
Hardcore.
Does he have clear skin? And
no, he looks like he's dying.
Vegetarians always look very healthy.
Elton John is 70. Bob Dylan is 76. We gotta protect. We just gotta hire some bodyguards just in case.
What about illnesses?
He has hand sanitizer too.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah. He has to.
We need to start freezing them until we find out how to stop age.
Freeze them?
Yeah. Like,
They're gonna have to volunteer for this.
You know how people
We think we might figure out how to save your life. 200
You might
years
die in frozen coldness, but
we've never done this before.
You won't even know it.
We've never done this before, but...
Well, people say they have with Disney.
You know? Oh yeah, Walt Disney's
people
frozen.
Think, yeah.
Elvis is frozen.
Yeah. Maybe Tupac. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay, maybe they froze Elvis. But you think... Is Walt Disney really that important?
Can you imagine, first of all...
Okay.
You grew up in the 50s, 60s, and then if you woke up now, okay, how different and what a culture shock you would be in. First of all, you're racist as fuck. You're sexist as fuck.
Just because you're from the 50s doesn't mean you're racist.
90% of people were racist as fuck.
You think 90%?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Even my own grandparents. My grandpa is fucking racist.
Yeah.
It's I love him to death. It's just a different time.
I think that's the only reason you think 90% of people from the...
But like other old people I run into, like you just know when you meet a racist motherfucker. You just know.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh my god, I can't wait for this fucker to die.
Oh my god. That is scary.
As I'm smiling and they think I'm just enjoying their jokes.
Wow. That's really aggressive.
I have a coworker who I love, and I go to lunch with her, and I won't name names right now, but she's racist. She says very mild
Is it
comments.
Okay? Hold on. First, is it someone who says stuff that doesn't even realize what they're saying is a stereotypical, like they're stereotyping?
Yeah, well, she's older and she doesn't go on the internet or expose herself to anything. She grew up kind of sheltered.
Oh.
And she says certain things that she does not, I don't think she realizes that is racist as fuck. like for example, we were talking about waiters or something like that maybe a couple weeks ago, and she had a bad experience, and she goes, she was a black girl, saying it because she was black, that's why she was bad at being a waitress.
Yeah, there's racists out there for sure.
It was just, I can't. I can't handle it.
I can't even.
I don't know. The older generations really rub me the wrong way. They really do.
I think
if you're older than 55,
this is
you need to die.
What is wrong with you?
Well, yeah. Or am I? I don't know has anymore. Any original ideas anymore. We're just going back to what
They
was
really
good.
don't.
Yeah,
One thing I despise about
he made a lot of creepy jokes that were funny
Hollywood,
then. No, they're not.
the most
All
popular
the rapists
movies.
And predators.
Oh yeah, besides the rapists and stuff. That little issue about they get a little touchy
Hollywood.
and rapey is that they have no original ideas.
No, we're all living in no ideas anymore.
It's all remakes. It's all sequels.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah. And
they're remaking. Okay, the Lord of the Rings, the movies that came out.
They better not remake Lord of the Rings.
It's worse than that. Lord of the Rings.
Ooh.
First of all, the first bad thing they did with the whole Lord of the Rings thing is make The Hobbit 3 movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were good movies.
They were okay. I liked them.
It was weird that they
could have been 2 movies.
Out. Yeah.
If you think one movie wasn't long enough, which they thought, even though The Hobbit is 1 book.
Yeah, and it's not even the biggest one. I don't think.
No, in the Lord of the Rings series, each movie was a book. Those 3 movies are 3 books.
Yeah.
And they made The Hobbit 3 movies.
It was just them capitalizing on the fandom of Lord of the Rings. They're like, we can make bank on this fucking
And they
movie.
They did that with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's, I think the last 2, I mean, Harry Potter fans.
They have a lot of books though, but I don't know.
But it used to be each movie was 1 book. Was one of the books. And then the last 2 stories each had 2 parts.
Oh.
And it's just obvious that let's milk this one more time. But
I think
the Lord of the Rings.
They did that with Hunger Games too.
Hunger Games, the final movie, the final was turned into 2 parts.
2 parts, yeah.
So the Lord of the Rings, those movies came out actually a while ago. I mean, I was a kid when those came out.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with them, even though
they're perfect. Leave them alone.
Even though they're CGI, I think they actually hold one of the rare instances where an old movie that uses CGI holds up.
I get. I mean,
the Gollum in that movie, does he look terrible?
No, I mean,
you could watch him today and not go, ugh, CGI sucked back then.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So then they make The Hobbit.
it felt like it fit though.
Yeah.
With the movie, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, so the CGI was good. So there's no reason to remake it.
Right.
Amazon TV is making it into a TV show.
Stop.
Into a show.
Stop! No!
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Amazon TV.
This is the first time Amazon's let me down.
Because,
that hurts my soul. What are they gonna do? Make it like a sitcom? Like, what
it's
are
gonna
they
be
gonna
turned
do?
into, it's the Game of Thrones effect.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
And you know,
it's fine.
as much as I something I just realized, as much as I like Dwayne Johnson as an actor, he's funny. He seems like a...
It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Sorry. He wanted to change to Dwayne Johnson.
No, he's always The Rock.
Yeah. He should know that people are just going to forever call him The Rock.
I don't even think he's not that great of an actor.
He's not. No,
but
he's not.
His personality makes you love him.
He's not doing any serious roles for a reason.
It's kind of like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
He
he's
does
not a good...
shitty movies.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. I think he's a great actor.
He's good
But
at playing he's good at playing funny.
He's good at playing himself.
Yeah, it's probably, because he's crazy.
Yeah, but he does kind of shitty movies other
He's
than
had a lot of...
Deadpool.
Yeah.
But we love him for his personality. And
it all got made up in Deadpool. Like,
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is a star again.
Yeah.
He disappeared for, like, he did shitty movies for a while.
He did a bunch of, like, chick flicks.
Yeah.
So.
And they didn't work out. He did that terrible one, R.I.P.D. I don't think you ever
know
watched
what that is. Yeah.
It's terrible. But then he does Deadpool, and now he's good again.
Yeah.
But Dwayne Johnson, he did what's that Baywatch movie? That's a remake of a show.
Of a show, yeah.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious 7 and 8.
Oh God.
We haven't seen. I don't know how many of you've seen. How many Fast and Furious have you seen?
And then it needed to end there.
I'm into car. Everybody who knows me, like, I'm into cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Fast and the Furious
Well,
because
they're not
shitty
real.
movies.
They're not. It's not even like fathomable like situations.
No.
Like they have cars explode and jumping over ravines and fucking, it's crazy things that are just not feasible.
No. They're not even about the cars anymore. The first one is actually about street racing.
Blowing up things and.
I remember seeing a preview. I don't know which number it was. I think I've only seen the first 3. Is like Fast and Furious 5. The previews is they're a gang of people in cars saying corny ass lines, and they shoot a Batman's hook gun at an airplane, at a C-130 transporter military airplane,
I remember
and they pulled the plane out of the sky. I was like, I'm not gonna watch that movie. I'm never gonna watch Fast and Furious again.
No, heck no.
And
I don't understand why people keep watching this fucking movie.
So he did that. Now he's part of the Fast and Furious, and he's actually his character in the Fast and Furious, which I know nothing about. I don't know what his character's name is or anything. He's getting a spin-off movies of Fast and the Furious.
Oh my God.
And his newest movie is Rampage, which is a movie about a video game, which we've talked about on the podcast, never works.
Yeah, no, don't ever make fucking movies about video games.
It's about the Rampage arcade game, which is actually
You can never be as good as a video game. There's so much, like, freedom in video games.
Video games are supposed to be weird and wacky,
animated,
and
so you
a
can
joke.
Like they're fun,
and then you try to make it into a serious movie with a serious plot, serious characters, and you're gonna try and make me care. It's how do you do that?
The only thing was like, I think it was it Disney, maybe Pixar or something. I don't Wreck-It Ralph, where they like intervened all video games, and they didn't try to make it serious. It was still fun, and they kind of did like goofy things with video games, which
that's the only way you can make it work.
That's the only way.
If you're trying to make a serious movie about video games, it's just not gonna work.
No.
They're making Uncharted with
God.
With the actor who played Spider-Man recently.
Oh really?
He's Nathan Drake. He's gonna be young Nathan Drake.
Oh
the video games,
I remember
the Uncharted video games are awesome. I played all 4.
Mm-hmm.
They're made by the same people who make Last of Us.
Just
They're
use the
great.
guy who does the voice.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look the same?
But he's kind of old now. He's in his...
He can be old.
He can't be in action. Like, he
stunts.
has to be Indiana Jones. First of all, Uncharted, the video game, I love them, but they are just a Indiana Jones-ish. Like, it's almost Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Except you're not using a whip like in the Indiana Jones movies.
Well, they're...
But it's that kind of stuff. If you don't know what Uncharted is, it's
and like Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tomb
but
Raider.
with men.
Yeah. No ladies involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. I just realized, talking about it, that The Rock, he's the biggest Hollywood star, and he's been in, it's like 4 straight spin-offs, sequels, or remakes.
Yeah. I mean, he did that one movie with Kevin Hart. What was it called? That was kind of an original movie, I think.
Was it that CIA one?
Yeah.
Central Intelligence?
Yeah, Central Intelligence. That was an original one.
It was an original idea, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But I think that's the only one.
Yeah.
Out of 15.
So Justice League just came out. And what is so surprising, I mean, it shouldn't be surprising anymore, but it's still happening, is that DC...
fucks it up.
Can't make good movies.
They fuck it up.
And Marvel just came out.
They did so well with Wonder Woman. Like,
yeah, Wonder Woman was great.
It was amazing. I was so impressed. And then they had this piece of shit.
And apparently I mean, we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I keep hearing it's a piece of shit.
If you go off Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 39%.
Oh my god, 39?
Yeah, let me look up Batman vs. Superman.
Well, that one got really bad reviews too. It was.
And what did you think about that movie?
I honestly didn't think it was that bad.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. I mean, it's not something I would, want to buy to own the movie. But I mean, it was all right.
It was okay, but
I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Maybe a 6. 5.8.
Oh shit. Okay, so Batman vs. Superman got a 27%.
Holy
So
fuck.
Justice League improved from a 27% to a 39%.
Wow.
But what we were originally saying was that DC, the problem for DC is if you're going to make Batman versus Superman, those are your top 2 characters.
Yeah.
Batman has been around for literally 75 years.
Yeah.
And all the fans of Batman. Superman, I think, even longer. And then you put out a shitty movie. When you can just look at what Marvel's done for even longer. And what's the worst?
What is the problem? Is it the directors? Is it the writers? Is it, why do they keep fucking it up?
I don't know.
The story? Is it the story?
They try to be different. It's obvious that DC... Marvel's making superhero movies aimed towards kids more.
I guess.
DC's
DC's
darker.
I was just going to say, yeah, DC's a little darker.
So that might be the problem.
Which I can appreciate, but they keep fucking it up.
They keep messing it up. Yeah, it's crazy. You have the Justice League. These are all you have the Flash and Aquaman, which, whatever. Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman. That movie should have perfect script, perfect director.
I had high expectations for this movie.
We should have known it was going to be bad because halfway after they filmed it first, they decided to switch directors.
Oh, see, what the fuck is that?
Because they filmed it and they probably watched it and said, this is garbage. So they got a new director.
Oh my god.
They did reshoots. Remember I told you
Oh yeah.
And Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, started because they filmed Justice League and it was done. He went to go film Mission Impossible. He's in the next Mission Impossible. But he grows a mustache for that role, like a real one.
Which it's in his contract.
He should get some props. I don't know if you've seen it. Pictures of him with his... It's actually a impressive mustache. It's super
really?
thick. And I can see why...
He needed the mustache.
Yeah. So when they did Mission Impossible, they must have said, like, you have to have that mustache. We've seen it. But anyway, so sometimes movies get reshot, which happens, even Deadpool got reshot a couple times. Some scenes.
Yeah.
They had to bring Henry Cavill back. But because it was in the contract to keep his mustache, they had to reshoot his scenes with the mustache and then CGI the mustache off. And all the reviews I've read...
You can tell.
They say you can tell.
Yeah. Well, and then they reshot... Well, I don't know about reshot, but I'm pretty sure I heard Gal Gadot was pregnant when she was filming Wonder Woman, so they had to, CGI her belly.
Yeah,
right?
they change scenes like there's a scene where she's on horse because I know what you're talking about. I saw the article. There's a scene where she's on horseback and they just cover her with a huge fur coat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's just they just cover her in bulk, so you don't see her body at all.
You don't see it, yeah.
So they worked. So maybe they reshot. I don't know.
I thought I heard they reshot and like had to CGI some stuff, but
usually when you're reshooting, the director like they watch the cut of what they've done and they go, "We could have done that better," or "We need to change that," and they go reshoot it. Instead, for this, it's a new director that says, "Nope,
scrap
we're redoing everything."
Yeah, scrap everything.
So I don't know how a movie could possibly turn out good with two directors.
And I had hope for Jason Momoa too. I love him in like Game of Thrones. He's awesome.
Yeah,
and he seems like an awesome dude in general.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I had really high hopes for this.
Yeah.
I'm kind of indifferent about new Batman guy. What's his name again?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. I don't
well,
know.
good, because he's about to quit anyway.
Is he?
He's quitting.
Wow.
He's leaving Batman. He signed on to DC because he's a director.
Yeah.
He signed on to be the director of the standalone Batman movies.
There's so many different Batmans. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And apparently he wants out now. He doesn't want to do it anymore.
Well, every time he does one of the Batman movies, he gets shit.
Yeah, I mean, it might not even be his fault, because Batman vs. Superman was just shit.
Yeah.
And he wasn't directing that one. He might just be like, you guys don't know what you're doing. I should have signed on to be fucking Marvel, something Marvel.
That's true.
But what's crazy is that a week before that, Marvel makes Thor Ragnarok, which is the third Thor movie.
Yeah.
Which the first Thor was okay. The second Thor was, I don't know, that was mediocre.
You didn't like it?
Not really. It's like Thor: The Dark World or something.
Yeah. I mean, they both of them didn't like wow me. Yeah.
Apparently, and then this third one comes out and it's.
I heard it's like the best
really
thing
good.
I should ever see. Apparently.
Yeah.
So.
And it looks like it's it kind of done in Guardians of the Galaxy style, which is fine with me because Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah, me too. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. So
it's just crazy that Marvel continues to do well, and DC just shits the bed.
Whoever does their hiring is amazing.
Yeah. For
directors, writers, producers, actors, all of it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Marvel makes a movie with two...
But it's Disney.
It's Disney.
Disney knows what the fuck they're doing. They've been in the business a long time.
Yeah. And then Disney, their news last week, kind of in this topic is Disney was trying to buy Fox.
Yeah.
Shares of Fox 21, which they own the rights to the X-Men. They bought X-Men rights from Marvel.
Right.
So it's kind of like Disney Marvel. Because
and
Marvel is owned by Disney, so they're the same company. Marvel's trying to get the X-Men back, which is fine with me, because the X-Men movies suck ass too.
Yeah.
The last one was awful.
Well, yeah, people are excited, I think, because don't the Avengers and X-Men kind of intermingle or whatever? Yeah, so people were excited about that.
Yeah. It's just crazy that...
And Deadpool.
And Deadpool, yeah.
I'm a little nervous because, Deadpool was R-rated.
Yeah, I don't know if Disney would ever make the last Deadpool movie.
I hope they do, because that's why it was successful.
Yeah, I don't think Disney would look at all the money that they made and all the positive.
I certainly hope not.
And go,
It was such a hit.
Yeah.
So we'll see, I guess.
But yeah,
fingers
it's just
crossed. But I mean, they haven't. I don't think they've officially bought it yet. It's just in the works.
No, apparently Verizon is bidding too. Verizon
for Fox.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Which is strange.
That is weird. Interesting, but since the Justice League was such a flop.
Yeah.
We decided to make our own superheroes and make our own Justice League.
Yeah.
We
can make just as bad of a movie.
Yeah.
We can make a 39% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
So today we scrambled our brain to come up each with 3 heroes, a god from any culture of any time that we thought would be a superhero.
Since Thor is in the Avengers. He's a god.
So. Thor is a god from Norse mythology.
Not,
and for some reason he's also in the Avengers.
Yeah.
So I we went
Included
and found a god
Yeah.
that we thought would be a superhero, and then one villain.
Yeah.
And so at the end of this, we don't know each other's.
Yeah, we
what
didn't
came up
tell
with.
each other what they were or anything.
So the three superheroes become, each of our three superheroes join up, become 6, and then the 2 gods as well become a part of the team. So
Yeah.
8 in total.
Yeah.
Our each of our 3 superheroes and each one of our god become
Yeah.
8. Become a new Justice League or Dorky League or whatever the fuck to fight the 2 villains that we have come up with.
Yeah.
So how do you want to kick it off?
We could read our 3 heroes first.
Yeah.
You do one, I do one.
Okay.
Trade off.
I don't know. This could be completely... I don't know if this is going to work out.
Well,
because
we had the original idea just to kind of say superheroes that were, I was thinking like goofy or could be helpful in the real world.
Yeah.
But then we kind of had the Justice League thought.
Yeah.
So my first 2 are kind of odd. I
What,
don't know.
what superheroes aren't odd?
Well, I don't know how like helpful they're really going to be. But I think it'll be entertaining. So
Yeah. So here comes the Dork League.
Yep.
I'll say one and then you say one, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
The first member of the Dork League, his name is Thiccboi.
So
Thiccboi.
we got chips today, and
Grocery shopping when we got our turkey.
Ray said something about the chips, and I was like, "These are my Thiccboi chips."
Yeah,
for some reason, because
they're
they're thick.
super thick. They're actually thick.
Yeah, they're like real like tortilla.
So I just
chips.
said they're tortilla chips that are like half an inch thick. They're like...
Yeah, you said they're thick, and I was like, "These are my Thiccboi chips."
These are chips for Thiccboi. So that worked into... that's the name of one of my...
The Thiccboi.
Superhero.
What does he do? What's he like?
Okay, first this is what he looks like.
Okay.
You know who Vince Vaughn is, right?
Yes.
So Vince Vaughn...
All right.
Plus-
very tall.
Very
dark
tall.
Hair.
Vince Vaughn's like 6'5" or something.
Yeah, he's tall.
Super big. So he's...
Not
that's
super built, but
No, he's just a big guy.
yeah, it's just a big guy.
He's wearing a striped bathing suit. One-piece bathing suit.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
Horizontal stripes.
Reminds me of like a 20s weightlifter.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Like at the fair, you see the strongman.
Yeah, exactly.
They wear those
strongman.
one-piece like wrestling outfits. I don't
Yeah.
know. So it's orange and white horizontal stripes on Thiccboi.
Uh-huh.
He's 6'5" or whatever. Okay?
Okay.
But this is Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn plus 30 pounds.
Okay.
So
It's
he's
a little heavier.
heavier because
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn is, I don't know, he's older now, so he's not in best of shape, but I'm thinking
Well,
like...
he's not fat, but he's not.
Right.
super
I'm
skinny.
thinking fat because his name is Thiccboi.
Yeah, he's got to be fat.
He has to be
He's
fat.
gotta be fat.
His name is Thiccboi,
Yeah.
okay?
He's got to be thick.
Yeah.
With like THICC.
That's
thick.
how I spelled it.
Oh, good.
THICCBOI.
Perfect. Thick
boy.
boy.
All right. His skin is bulletproof.
All right.
So the hardest thing I didn't realize when we made this challenge was actually coming up with superpowers that are useful.
Yeah.
So his name's Thiccboi. His skin is thick. It's bulletproof.
Well, there's like I forget his name. The guy who turned into rock.
Yeah, in
In
the
the
Fantastic Four.
what's his?
The Thing.
Yeah, the Thing. That's
Yeah.
all he really is.
Kind of like
so.
that, yeah. But really tall and in a striped orange suit, okay?
All right.
Bathing suit. He's super strong, and when he claps, it's like a big sonic boom. So those are his powers. So he's the leader of the... Well, because he's the first one there. He's the leader of this Dork League, okay?
Okay, that works.
Thiccboi's in charge.
Cool.
It's Thiccboi in the Dork League.
All right. So the second, the second member of our Dork League,
Yep.
Captain No.
Captain No?
No. So he's extremely buff and very, very intimidating. Like
Extremely
huge.
buff. Okay, like
Jason
body
Momoa.
type. Okay, Jason Momoa.
Huge. I guess.
Very impressive. Okay.
Yeah, very impressive man.
Strong.
But he's very, very nice and sweet. He's got a gentle tone.
So he kind of just... He's monotone.
He's a big bear, but he's a sweetheart.
Okay. That's good for teamwork in the Dork League. We need team players. He sounds like a team player.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
It sounds like it so far. Buff and nice.
Yeah.
Is this a dating app or is this a...
Or
Are we making a profile?
Thiccboi and Captain No.
Well, I swipe right on Captain
Captain
No.
No.
Buff and nice.
So I didn't really think of his outfit a whole lot, but I pictured like he's wearing like spandex. So
because he's buff and nice.
All of his muscles are showing in his spandex.
All right.
He appears when you're about to make a really bad decision, and he kind of puts his finger over your lip and he whispers, "No." No.
Damn,
No.
these Reese's peanut butter cups look really good.
No.
Yeah, you're right, Captain
Or,
No.
you know,
Can you please put something else on, though? It's a really tight fit.
I was thinking Louis C.K. could have benefited from this when he thought, I'd really like to masturbate in front of these women.
Where was Captain No?
Yeah.
With a Dork League on vacation?
He teleports from person to person. He's a teleporter. So he would have teleported in front of Louis C.K. and just whispered, "No."
Damn, he's buff and teleports?
Yeah.
He's super strong. Maybe he's the leader of this Dork League.
So when he whispers no to you, you have like a just great feeling of clarity and tranquilness, and you realize the error of your ways. So you think
he's
twice.
very useful.
Yeah.
Do you think can he teleport into the White House, or do you think
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
the Secret Service
When Donald Trump is about to press the nuke button,
Captain No
appears. No.
No.
Do
Don't touch me.
not. Yeah.
Who is this buff man in my office? Security.
No, he would feel tranquil and clarity.
Oh yeah, he is.
He has that influence, so he would be like, you know what? I don't want to blow people up.
I don't know if this is worth it.
I don't want to make fun of Korean men.
Yeah, what's he call him? Rocket Boy?
Rocket Boy. He's not a
Rocket Boy sounds like he needs to be in the
Yeah, he needs to be in the
Dork League.
Justice or the Dork League.
He'd hang out with Thiccboi and Rocket Boy.
Or you know, like when you're a disgusting man and you see a very nice looking lady walking on the street and you feel like catcalling her. Captain No appears. No, don't do that. She doesn't
She's
like
a nice
that.
lady. She's going to work.
Yeah. Leave her alone.
She's a lawyer.
I know
don't
her
think...
heels look amazing, but you don't need to do that. Yeah. So that's our second team member.
Damn, he's really useful.
Yeah.
I don't think we need anybody else.
I didn't think he would be, but yes, he is.
He's super useful.
Yeah.
More useful than Thiccboi.
I picture Thiccboi can like crush heads with his thighs.
Yeah, he's thick.
Yeah,
He's got offensive lineman
he can
thighs.
like sumo people, like rush them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The offensive linemen in the NFL, they're like 350 pounds. They're thick boys.
That's Thiccboi. Yeah.
Thick boys control the they protect the quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of
He's protecting Captain No.
those are the kind of thighs we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Thick boy thighs.
Thick
Like,
boy.
they squeeze. And if Donald Trump, even if Captain No, I think Captain No is strong. Captain No might not even stop.
Yeah,
Trump.
he might not even be able to.
So he might have to bring Thiccboi to squeeze his head with his thick legs, just in case.
He's the backup.
That's why we have a team.
Yeah. So who's our third member?
Third member of the Dork League. I was struggled with the name. So his name's Bleach Boy.
Bleach Boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sounds like a villain.
Or just Bleach. I don't know.
Bleach.
Okay.
Bleach Boy.
Yeah. This is what he looks like. He looks like he's in whiteface. He is completely
he
white.
needs to be a ghost. Like.
He has Anderson Cooper's hair.
Okay, yeah.
Anderson Cooper's
Yeah.
hair. He's just a normal
gray,
guy, though.
silver colored.
Yeah.
Like no color at all to his hair.
Reflectively white hair.
Yeah.
Not pale skin that you can see all the blood underneath. Just white.
Just like someone painted
Like
him.
porcelain.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Bleach Boy. He's wearing a lab
Did he
coat.
fall into bleach? Is that how he became Bleach Boy?
His origin story is kind of foggy, but
He doesn't remember.
it was a chemical reaction for sure.
Yeah, okay.
He wears a white lab coat for no reason.
Wow, okay. He's
Just
not a
more
doctor.
to add
he
more
just,
white.
Yeah. Okay.
But he needs an outfit, okay?
Yeah.
Can't just be wearing a sweater or whatever.
a sweater. A vest.
Yeah. But he's poised, like he has poisonous gas, like his powers. I'm trying to think of how he'd be
Ammonia?
useful. You ever cleaning the bathroom with bleach?
Yeah,
and
you have
gas
to get
yourself?
out.
You're basically gassing yourself with bleach fumes.
Yeah.
That
It
fuzzy
like
feeling.
makes your throat dry. You
Your
can't
throat
breathe.
hurts. Yeah, your eyes are like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
We gotta get out of
gotta
here.
get out.
Your brain goes, we gotta move. I know this
You
toilet needs to
really-
be super squeaky clean and disinfected, but we have some serious brain damage going
We
on.
need to air it out for a while before we can keep cleaning.
Yeah, CTE doesn't affect you as much as bleach fume. So that's his power.
He sounds like a villain,
He does sound like a villain.
but he's a good guy, right?
But yeah,
He's
he
a
hangs
good.
out with Thiccboi
And Captain No.
Captain No. They're all good. These are all heroes.
Oh, okay.
I know he sounds terrifying,
Yeah.
but he's on your side.
He looks like a ghost who
Yeah.
gasses you.
He gasses
So
you
he's
with-
kind of like a Nazi.
Yeah.
Very white and gasses you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on
Maybe
the
that's
border.
where he came from.
Maybe.
And he turned
Like I
into
said, his origin
Captain
story.
No turned him into a good guy.
Yeah. He converted him.
He converted.
His origin story, that's in the second sequel. We're going to break this movie up into 2 parts.
Oh, right.
We
of
need
course.
more money.
We need more money.
The second part will explain.
We don't make any money on this podcast, but we need more.
We're going to break this into 2 parts, and we'll figure out where Bleach Boy comes from.
Okay. All right.
Who was member number 4?
So, earlier in the podcast, we talked about how I don't sleep well. Okay?
Captain Ambien?
Oh my god.
Did I guess you
Captain
here?
Sleepy. No, it's Insomnia Man.
Okay.
So no one really knows what he looks like because he is creeping around in the shadows constantly.
Like Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah. He crawls on walls like Spider-Man does.
Okay.
So he's always in the shadows. He's very, very creepy. When you see him, you think it's a demon.
Okay. And this is a good guy?
This is a good guy.
You were worried about people thinking Bleach Boy was bad.
I know.
He's not nearly as creepy as the person.
However,
Okay.
when he arrives, he sucks up all of your insomnia for you so you can sleep.
He puts you to sleep?
He puts you to sleep.
You very selfishly created a superhero in our Dork League
Yeah.
so you can sleep better.
Yeah.
Captain
And-
Insomnia? What's his name?
Insomnia Man.
Insomnia Man.
I couldn't come up with anything better than that.
Insomnia Man.
So,
What does he look like? Oh, you
I
don't
put
know what he
in-
knows, you said.
yeah, nobody really knows because he's always in the shadow. He's kind of like a phantom.
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost, kind of.
Okay.
I put in because I kind of feel like some superheroes should have a weakness. You know how
Okay.
Superman has his kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't really a weakness, but it's a downside. Sometimes he accidentally absorbs too much of your insomnia / energy, and he puts you into a coma. So he's learning.
So he is terrifying.
Yeah. He means well, but sometimes you're asleep for way too long.
I don't think the Justice League has anybody this terrifying on their team. But
This is the rejected Justice League.
you know what
The
though? That really
rejects.
works out because Thiccboi and
Captain No.
Captain No, they're not really intimidating. Sometimes you have to intimidate.
Well, Captain No, I said very buff and intimidating.
Yeah, but he's so
Impressive.
sweet.
But he's, yeah, once he opens his mouth, you're
not
like,
actually gonna scare you if you are also a big buff boy.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
He might go, you know what? Fuck Captain No, I can take him.
But then the
But if-
weird phantom,
If Captain
creepy
Insomnia's, what's his
I
name?
picture
Insomnia
him-
Man.
Insomnia Man, I picture him like Slender Man with really long limbs,
Oh,
like a spider in the shadows.
this
but
is
like,
a superhero.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But like there's like an airiness about him, like
Fog?
yeah, like fog kind
Oh,
of.
so people don't really know what he looks like because all they really remember is like a
dark
fog.
fog around you.
God, he's terrifying.
But he's good when you can't sleep.
Yeah, very useful. It's almost worth
Hopefully
how
you don't.
terrifying he is.
Hopefully you don't have a nightmare while you're sleeping about him.
He must have fun on Halloween.
Yeah.
Answers the door as a fog.
Oh god.
Okay, so that means my last hero.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Knick-Knack.
Knick-Knack. All right.
Mhm. This is the only one where I actually came up with a good
Yeah,
name.
it's a good.
Because the other ones were Bleach Boy and Thiccboi.
Oh yeah, he's Thiccboi.
Yeah.
All right.
But okay, his power is. This will be hard to describe unless you know what the video game on the PC is called Prop Hunt.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So in Prop Hunt, it's like a hide and seek kind of game. You can turn into anything, any item, any prop
on the map.
You turn into it and you just try and hide.
You hide, yeah.
So this guy's Knick-Knack can do that. He can turn into any prop. He could turn into this microphone we're talking into. So he's a spy.
He's a spy. Yeah, that's useful. That is useful.
So to spy on Donald Trump, because we're trying to stop him from
blowing us up,
mm-hmm. He turns into like the golden statue of himself.
He turns into his toupee. That is amazing.
Knick-Knack turns into his toupee.
He's just sitting on his head all day.
He knows exactly what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's useful because he's like a spy. He can turn into anything and infiltrate.
That's awesome. He's a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Literally.
But when he's not a prop.
Can he turn into animals? Or is it only
No, he can't
objects?
turn into people.
Okay.
He can't turn into animals.
So objects only.
So objects, he's like a fly on the wall.
But he's not a fly.
But not a fly.
He can't be an animal.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's just spying.
Okay. He's a lamp.
He's a lamp. He's a lamp on the wall.
Yeah. He's that paint smear that you think it's a paint smear, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. He's your coffee mug. Like, where? This second coffee mug.
I thought I put that in the dishwasher.
And then he goes, oh shit. And he turns, so when he's not a prop, when he's just a person,
yeah,
he looks exactly like a crash test dummy. He
that's scary.
Yeah, it's also scary.
Yeah.
Our superheroes are actually very scary.
Yeah, they are. We have weird.
But he has no mouth, like no features.
Oh my god. That's
so
terrifying.
He's a prop, like a crash test dummy. He's like bright yellow.
So people, even when he's normal, people probably still think he's nothing. They're like, it's just a dummy.
He could play a crash test dummy.
Yeah, he just lays there.
Yeah. So I don't know if I was in the Dork League, if I was Thiccboi, I wouldn't. If I needed to talk to Knick-Knack, I would tell him like, can you turn into like a teddy bear or something? Because I don't.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any facial.
I don't want to look at you as a tress. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, that would be terrifying.
So yeah, Knick-Knack is the 5th member of the Dork League.
Wow. All right.
Is that useful?
He is very useful though. He's very, very.
He's
useful.
also scary.
Yeah.
I don't think superheroes need to be this.
Well,
scary.
if you have a phobia of like mannequins, he's terrifying.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be. That's the worst possible.
And then
thing.
it starts moving on its own.
Or it turns into a mug or a teddy bear.
Oh God. Okay. So the last hero.
Mm-hmm.
His name is the Parasite.
I don't. Okay. I think we just made a bunch of villains.
But they're good guys.
It's hard to sell them as good guys.
Well, that's why they're rejected from the Justice League.
Okay, what's the Parasite about?
He's kind of like Ant-Man in the fact that he shrinks down into microscopic size.
Okay, useful.
But he doesn't need a suit.
Yeah.
It's his whole body.
Yeah.
Right. He can fight like illnesses inside of people, like cancer.
Oh.
He can physically go hand-to-hand combat with cancer.
He punches AIDS right in the AIDS?
Yeah. In the bloodstream.
He's punching the shit out of AIDS.
He's
in your blood system.
very great at hand-to-hand combat inside of a body.
Against germs.
Yeah.
He judo chops the shit out of AIDS.
Yeah.
I like him.
Or, I think this is more useful for fighting bad guys. He can get his way to the brain and manipulate the body.
Put him in a coma. He's in their brain, punching their brain.
Punching the brain. He can manipulate their, like, movements with the brain.
Oh, he can take them over.
He can take them over, because he's a parasite.
Oh my god. These are terrifying superheroes. If you had this lineup, like the poster for this movie looks terrifying. These are the people that are going to save the world.
I don't even know what he looks like. I didn't...
Well, if he punches diseases and stuff,
yeah.
I'm picturing Conor McGregor.
Yeah, well, I pictured like a fighter, but he looks like a normal guy.
Yeah.
You know, he looked normal.
Forrest Griffin.
Yeah. So he's just good at punching.
Yeah.
And shrinking.
He punches AIDS and chlamydia hard.
But
Punches them so hard. And he's a good guy.
Have you ever seen, there's that old cartoon, I think it was called Osmosis Jones.
Oh, yeah, Osmosis
Where they
Jones.
were little germs and they would fight,
Yeah.
germ crime.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that.
That's awesome.
So, the only downside is he hasn't figured out how to shrink clothes down with him. So he has to be naked.
So he turns to normal size. He has to, strategically turn normal size in the changing room.
Yeah.
Or in a department store.
He's streaking. So
Our Parasite, our hero, Parasite,
yeah.
is going to get arrested.
Yeah. So he needs to figure out a way to not surprise people when he turns to normal size.
So when he's Parasite, he goes into a bank robber's head and gives them a coma, knockout left, right punch.
Right.
He runs away from the crime scene.
Naked.
No, he's still a parasite.
Yeah, he's still.
And then he's about to turn to normal.
Yeah.
He looks around, nobody's there, but he's near a school.
Oh
and
no!
And then Captain No shows up and goes, no.
Yeah.
No, not here.
But Captain No accidentally steps on him because he's so small at that
shit.
time.
Yeah, but that's in part 2.
He's the comedic relief.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
I don't know how you punch. Can't take anybody who punches chlamydia seriously. Okay, so that's the 6. Those are the 6 superheroes.
Yeah.
The regular superheroes in this Dork League. But we have 2 more people that are going to get added to this Dork League.
Do you want to go with the gods first?
Yeah, the god.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since Thor he's a god and he's a superhero, what an asshole. He's not.
So we get a god too.
Being a god wasn't good enough for Thor. He also had to be a superhero.
Yeah, he had to venture out.
So we decided that we should go look up a god from any other culture that should be a superhero, get his own superhero movie origin story, and join the Dork League.
Yeah.
So I'll start with mine, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. This god is from Africa.
Okay.
His name is Bumba.
Bumba. I never heard of this one.
Okay.
What's he about?
So I've got his description online.
Okay.
It's online, so I know it's true. So I'm gonna read this little page here to describe Bumba to you.
Okay.
He's an African creator god. He's the mighty creator god of vomit.
Okay.
What?
Why do we need
Don't say
that?
anything. Boomba
Okay.
might exist. Don't say
Boomba or Bumba?
Bumba.
Bumba, okay.
I don't know. Bumba the Boomba?
So every time I'm sick,
Well,
Bumba's there.
This is how he's a god.
Okay.
In the beginning, all was dark. And then out of the darkness came Bumba. A giant pale-skinned figure. So he also looks like Slender Man,
Okay.
which is bad.
But he's
huge,
giant, you said.
He's
tall,
a giant pale-skinned figure.
9 foot tall.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining.
He was not feeling well. In fact, he had not been feeling well for millions of years.
Oh no. Just
Poor
end
Bumba.
it. That's what I would think. Just end my life.
Well, if Parasite was around, he
He
would
could've
go
fought
into
it for
Bumba
him.
and punch his stomach bug
Yep.
from sushi. Anyway, so he was not feeling well for millions of years. He was lonely, and the unbearable solitude was making him ill.
Oh my gosh. That's
Poor
sad.
Bumba. I know.
That's sad.
Troubled by a ballooning bellyache, he staggered, moaned, and vomited up the sun.
The sun?
Yeah, he's the creator.
Oh my god.
Bumba. All hail Bumba.
So the sun was upsetting his stomach.
Oh, he's like, oh, vomit, and then
Fireball
sun.
comes out.
And the sun came out.
Oh my god.
Okay. But it doesn't start there.
Uh-huh.
Stop there. Light burst forth into the universe, and he choked out the moon.
He choked out the
Yeah. The stars came next, and then, with a tremendous effort, he threw up the planet Earth.
Oh wow. He just threw up the entire
Yes.
universe?
We do live in a very sick world. The nauseating display was brought to a triumphant conclusion when, as an encore, he vomited forth 9 animals.
Just 9?
Yeah, an assortment of humans and a pile of diced carrots.
What?
He's vomiting.
Carrots?
Yeah,
Okay.
he had carrots for lunch.
Where did the carrots come from?
I don't know. He vomited the carrots first, then ate them, and then vomited again. Exhausted from his labors, he sat and watched as the 9 creatures multiplied. After a while, they had evolved into every living thing on Earth.
Okay.
So I thought this was interesting because this is a creation and evolution. He vomited 9 animals.
So.
And then they became all animals.
How can he help the Dork League?
He can help the Dork League by vomiting
anything.
Any useful thing.
Anything at all.
He vomited the sun. Very useful.
Yeah. So if we needed to like fight.
Here's where Bumba comes in.
Okay.
If everything goes wrong and the Dork League loses, which they might,
he's the backup plan.
He just starts over again.
So he's not really on the team. He's just our backup.
He's all seeing Bumba. And if he sees that shit hit the fan and the Dork League dies,
throw it all up again.
Throw up new dorks.
New dorks. We need new dorks.
Yeah. So what is your god? And is he better than Bumba? I don't think so.
I think so.
Also, side note, Bumba will appear in the new Lion King remake.
Oh, okay. Who plays him?
I don't know. Will Ferrell.
Vince Vaughn.
No, Vince Vaughn's Thiccboi.
Okay.
All right.
So, I chose like a serious god.
What? Bumba is serious.
Okay.
How serious? How more serious can you get than the sun?
All right. Okay.
Okay.
I'm fascinated with the Egyptian gods. I think they're awesome.
Yeah.
I've always liked
plenty of them too. There's about hundreds of them.
Yeah, there's a lot. So I picked Osiris. He is the god of afterlife, death, life, and resurrection.
He just covered all the bases.
Yeah.
Wow.
He can save the world on his own, honestly.
Sounds like it. So can Bumba.
He's described to have green skin.
Ugh.
For some reason. I don't think the rest of them do, but
that's disgusting.
Just reminds me more of like the Egyptian alien conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, aliens.
He's got
made
green
the pyramids.
skin,
yeah.
So
makes sense. I'm with you.
I picture him as like the healer of our team.
Okay.
Because if Thiccboi dies, Osiris can just revive him.
We've got really good backup.
Resurrection.
You can resurrect individuals, and even if that goes wrong, Bumba can just vomit up a whole new life.
Yeah, if somehow Osiris dies too, Bumba just fixes it all.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about it. I just pictured him as he can obviously be kind of bad too with being the god of afterlife and death. I pictured him, maybe he can talk to like the dead people and be like, who did it? Oh, yeah. Who was the bad guy? Who killed you?
He should be all knowing.
Yeah, I think he kind of is. But, yeah, I thought he was cool.
So watch out, Thor.
Yeah.
Bumba and what's his name?
Osiris.
Osiris are coming.
Yeah.
And they're disgusting. One is vomiting constantly, one's green.
But.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's our team. Let's go over the Dork League one final time before we introduce our villains.
Alright.
Thiccboi is super strong. He looks like Vince Vaughn. He has a striped horizontal orange striped bathing suit, one-piece bathing suit. Mm-hmm. And he's super strong. Bleach, he's poisonous. He's all white. He's white face. He's porcelain. He'll gas you with bleach.
Oh my God.
Or to clean your kitchen. Depending on what team he's on.
He at the base, he cleans for everybody.
And Knick-Knack, who constantly pranks you by turning into the remote or whatever.
Gotcha.
And
Got
then
him.
When he's not a remote, he's a dummy. Crash test dummy.
Right, okay.
And Bumba. And we talked enough about vomit.
Yeah, okay. So we got Captain No, huge, burly guy, very sweet.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, very sweet.
He loves dogs.
Probably does. He does.
He sounds
love
like
dogs.
he would.
Yeah.
He's logical. Okay.
He's very nice to you. Says no when you're about to.
In a nice parenting way.
Yeah, like no, and explains to you why you don't need to do that,
He's great.
You feel clarity afterwards. Great. So. Then we have Insomnia Man, who's a freak and
who you created just in case you can't sleep.
I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Puts people in comas by accident,
or
every once in a while. Or on purpose,
when he's fighting the bad guys.
Yeah. Very creepy, Slender Man arms, gas, like...
It's terrifying.
fog around him.
Yeah.
The parasite who shrinks down to microscopic size and fights AIDS and other illnesses.
Chlamydia.
And can also take over your brain.
And rabies.
And rabies.
Fights rabies in dogs, because Captain No told him that he could do that.
Yeah, except he's always naked when he's in microscopic size.
He's got to watch out where he turns back
into normal.
Yeah.
And then Osiris, we just talked about.
Yeah.
So, who is our villain that we need to fight?
The Dork League will be fighting. His name is Blackout.
All right.
He's the opposite of Bleach.
Oh, God.
He's all black. So, like...
Is he his brother? His evil brother?
You know, maybe part 2 explains...
Their
origin story. But Blackout...
Yin and Yang.
I'm sure that already sounds like it's an actual comic book
character.
It
does actually sound like a comic book.
I don't think I have to worry about getting sued for using Thiccboi, but I think Blackout probably already exists.
Yeah.
Captain No, I don't think that's already...
I don't think so.
But Blackout wipes out all electronics and destroys the power grid and brings the whole world back to
prehistoric
times. And you're not allowed to read, like, electronics will not work until he's gone.
Wow,
until Thiccboi rips him in half or Bleach gasses his ass.
Yeah.
So that's one of the villains the Dork League is fighting. And what is your villain?
So I was thinking, I don't have enough girls in my...
Oh yeah,
we didn't make any girls.
Bleach is a girl. I'm just changing. Bleach is now a female, so we don't get sued or I don't want articles written about the Dork League Part 1.
Dork League.
Dork League Part 1 sucks. It gets a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No
there's
females.
0 women in the movie. So Bleach is a girl.
Bleach is a girl. All right.
Yeah. Bleach boy. Oh, Bleach girl.
Bleach girl.
Shit. Thiccboi and Bleach girl.
Bleach woman. Bleach girl. Bleach girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So her name is the Meteor Mistress.
The Meteor Mistress?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me guess her origin story.
Okay.
She moves to Las Vegas.
What?
She has a bangin' bod. She has school debt, and she becomes a stripper.
Okay.
And she's assigned the name Meteor Mistress. And one day, when she starts her routine, she's wearing a very sparkly dress.
Right.
The Meteor Mistress comes
Right.
on stage. She's leaving work one day. An actual meteor hits her in the head and gives her powers. Am I correct?
She got CTE from that meteor.
Yeah, she gets conked in the head with a meteor.
Now she's evil.
Did I guess it right?
We'll go over that in the second part.
Okay, part 2.
It's part 2.
Yeah.
So, she is, first of all, super hot.
I knew it! What did I say?
I told you.
Banging Bob,
Yeah,
moving to Vegas,
you knew
got
it.
school loans.
So I was thinking, like, very sultry, like, Poison Ivy-ish, Megan Fox, whoever else is a hot celebrity, you know.
Would she be considered thick?
She's got a thick ass.
She's got the booty. The Meteor Mistress has an ass.
She's got the boobs and the booty, okay?
She did get that stripper job somehow.
That's how she convinces people to join her team, because she's fucking hot.
Okay, that works a lot.
She's also super fucking strong.
Okay.
So her usual tactic when she's fighting people is to throw them into the atmosphere. Because
Turns
she's
them
so
into
strong.
a meteor.
Yeah. Usually, if they're not superhuman, they burn up in the atmosphere before getting to space. But that's beside the point. So she looks human. She looks like a normal person.
She's the only normal-looking one in this
she
whole
looks
movie.
normal. Well, the parasite looks normal.
Oh yeah, he's just naked.
He's just naked. So, yeah, she looks normal, fucking hot though. Like, you think she's a I can't talk ever. So, you think she's a myth, like she's not real. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mythological
so
creature.
Hot. Yeah.
Okay.
Since we call her Meteor because her skin is like rock hard. It's semi-bulletproof. I didn't want to make her total bulletproof. semi-bulletproof.
The police need to stand a chance against
So kind of
meteor
like the
mistress.
Thing, still.
Okay.
Semi-bulletproof, though.
Okay.
That's how she's like a meteor.
Okay.
And she throws people into space. So.
Yeah, checks all the boxes. She gets the name.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Wow.
She and I made it. She mostly just goes after idiots that piss her off.
She goes like she has a real issue with bad drivers.
Like if someone, I was just gonna. You read my mind. If someone didn't use their blinker, they're getting thrown into the atmosphere.
The whole car or
the whole car.
Holy shit. She lands, and someone goes, damn, she's hot.
Yeah.
And she fucking picks them up. She goes, oh, fuck, she's strong.
Just spins.
And then,
yeah.
Into the atmosphere.
Yep. And I suppose that Captain No's powers don't really work on her. Because...
She doesn't sound like it'll work.
Yeah.
She might throw Captain No into space.
Maybe she's too hot for him to even look at.
He does have to have a weakness.
Yeah.
He can't be perfect.
He has a weakness to women. That's what hot women. He gets very shy and stutters.
Oh, and his powers go away because he's not being concise.
Yeah.
He tries to tell her, like, you can't throw people into space. You can't just land. And I know he was taking a while at the drive-thru, but you can't just pick them up and throw them into the air. And he goes, oh my God, you're really hot. Is your meteor? Do you have a phone number?
Yeah.
And then she picks him up and
throws him
into space.
And the whole time he's trying to like stutter through his sentences, he's just looking at her boobs.
So she just grabs him and throws him. If she's throwing people into space for not using their blinker, I think
she's
Captain No.
definitely throwing Captain No.
Captain No's flying through the air. Doesn't matter how strong and buff and nice he is. He's getting thrown.
He's the nice guy of the group.
So those two villains,
right.
Blackout and Meteor Mistress,
yeah,
against the Dork League and the two gods.
Yeah, I think.
Who do you think wins?
I feel like our Dork League is kind of overpowered with our gods.
Yeah, Thiccboi might be able to take them all at once. And if not, Bleach would just Meteor Mistress.
Yeah.
And Blackout.
Make her pass out. And Insomnia Man can just make her go into a coma.
She has to sleep sometime.
Yeah.
And he'll make her sleep forever.
And Blackout, too. He could just put him in a coma.
Yeah, Blackout's more just a person.
Yeah.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy trying to get through life.
He blacks out the whole Earth.
Does he remember what he does when he turns evil? Or does he black out?
Every morning he blacks out.
He never knows
he
understand. He did the previous night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
he's actually very weak. These villains don't stand a chance.
How do Meteor Mistress and Blackout meet each other? Maybe Blackout's very charismatic when he's not evil and blacked out. Or maybe when he is blacked out, he's
Meteor Mistress lands to grab. So this lady did use her turn signal, but she is on the phone while she's driving. She's on the phone. She's swerving around the road.
Yeah.
And Meteor Mistress lands to throw this bitch into space.
Yeah.
But Blackout shows up and he goes, I can take care of this. He blacks out the phone. He touches the phone, it disintegrates, and she can't talk on the phone anymore, and Meteor Mistress just falls in love.
You can take care of all the bad drivers.
You can take out...
Oh my God.
Oh, no one can tweet in MySpace on the road anymore.
They became an evil couple.
Yeah. Power couple.
Yeah. And Captain No is very jealous.
Yeah. He knows it's not logical to get into their relationship because they're married and he knows they're a thing.
Yeah.
So he really freaks out before getting thrown into space.
I think this is going to be an amazing movie.
Yeah, part 1 is amazing, and it's going to be amazing. So amazing, you're going to want part 2, and you have to come talking with money.
Let us know.
You want to see Thiccboi in his striped suit on the silver screen again?
Or
part 2.
You know what I picture? The parasite is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, because in between Deadpool, he's always naked.
He's always naked, yeah.
That's true. In the Deadpool 2 trailer... He shows his ass.
He loves to be naked. He's the parasite.
And that'll get all the women who were disappointed with 50 Shades of Grey. All the people that were disappointed in that, I can just go watch Dork League and watch Ryan Reynolds run across the screen.
Fighting AIDS.
They'll all go see the 3D version.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
let us know if you want to see, hear more about their backstories.
Let us know. Okay, everybody listening, if you guys want to talk to us about this, let us know which of the Dork League dies first.
Oh no.
Because it's got to be a good movie. One of them's going to die. One of the heroes has got to go.
If we're going for heart-wrenching, I'm saying Captain No.
Everybody likes Captain.
Everybody likes Captain.
And Ryan Reynolds, so maybe Parasite dies.
But the Parasite is the comedic relief.
Yeah, it is Ryan
Reynolds. It won't be as heart-wrenching.
Which Dork League member dies first? Do they beat these two villains, Meteor Mistress, who throws bitches into space, and Blackout? And would you see part 2? Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know.
So that wraps up this TwoAskewPodcast. Podcast.
Yeah, email us.
Yeah.
TwoAskewPodcast@gmail.
Or our Facebook page.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter.
The TwoAskewPodcast.
It's all TwoAskewPodcast.
Yeah. Let us know. Give us some feedback what you guys thought. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.